The title of this mini podcast is Revelations. Who among us hasn't had an aha moment? Sometimes it's about something small and sometimes it's on a grander scale, but we all get them. It seems the best use of that moment is to put it to use. Reminds me of two stories. I do most of the cooking at home, and I use our oven quite a bit. When the timer goes off, I open the oven, bend down, reach in to get whatever was baking or broiling. Anyone who cooks will tell you there is a wave of heat that hits you in the face if you don't delay your bending and reaching for about 5 seconds to let the oven heat dissipate. I'm embarrassed to admit that it took me about 10 heated facials to put my revelation into effect. Second story. I used to book a lot of hotels for our seminars. There was a lot of exchanging of paperwork via email and fax, and many hotels wanted a copy of the front and back of my credit card to ensure that it was valid. Every time I would book a hotel, I would either go looking through old paperwork for a previous copy I had sent to someone, or rescan the credit card, both time-consuming processes. Sadly, it took me over a year for it to dawn on me that I could scan it once and keep it in a file called credit card copy, and just put it back in there after I was done faxing. It would readily be right there at my fingertips. Now you may refer to me as a slow learner or just plain dumb. I'll accept either label. The good news about revelations is that they can be quite useful if we recognize them as such and use them. Then I got a revelation from the Grasshopper about personal relationships. A true revelation isn't something you talk about and then do. It's the other way around. You don't write your book about revelations until you act on them. Otherwise, they remain good ideas, filling up your journal, eventually becoming what-ifs. Revelations are precious gifts. When you don't use them, you're in effect not offering thanks to the part of you that sent them. If you're not in the habit of saying thank you, the gifts have a way of going away, unused. The best way to show your gratitude is to acknowledge and use them. So remember this. Remember to say thank you for revelations great and small. All the best, John.